I have so many pet peeves about the West Coast. I'm like, you guys are probably like, why is your name Chanel West Coast? You hate it there. What's up? I'm Chanel West Coast, and I'm answering questions from the Confession Cube with page 6. All right, let's get into it. Let's see what's in here. What was your biggest celebrity pinch me moment? Probably meeting Lil Wayne for the first time. I don't know, that was like a big deal for me. So, you know, I was pinching myself when he was like, "You're Young Money." I'm like, what? So that was a pinch me moment for sure. Who would be my dream music collaboration? I've said a million times Drake, but Kendrick kind of smoked him recently, and I'm Chanel West Coast, so we gotta hold it down for the West Coast, and I'm gonna skip that one for now. Post Malone is my second favorite person that I dream to collaborate with. Hope we can make that happen soon. My new album is very like female Post Malone vibes. You'll get it when you hear it. What was your reaction to seeing Rob promote the premiere of your new show on Ridiculousness? It was a surreal moment for sure. To not see myself on that stage while Rob's announcing I have my own show. That was kind of a pinch me moment as well. You joked on your show that having an extremely hot guy is beneficial to your love life. How do you and Dom keep things spicy? I think I do most of the keeping spicy, to be honest. No, I mean, just looking at him keeps things spicy. Like, all he has to do is take off his shirt to keep things spicy, so just him walking around the house in his underwear, that keeps things spicy. Is there anything you aren't willing to show on the West Coast Hustle? That's a great question. I'm a pretty open book. I've been willing to show everything in my life, so you're about to see it all. I haven't had a moment yet where I'm like, no, we can't show that. You pretty much, like, you see everything. Like, the fact that I'm literally, like, recovering from lipo and I'm like on the bed, like, you see it all. Favorite moment from taping the West Coast Hustle? Oh my gosh, there were so many great moments. I would say that my favorite moment filming for the West Coast Hustle was probably when I did my club gig in Miami. That was like a really dope gig, and we had so much fun in Miami. You guys actually don't even see like the whole trip of Miami because we have to edit it down for a show, but like that was the funnest trip, and just getting to film my TV show at the same time, filming my show, getting to bring all my friends to Miami, like it was so much fun. And you see me, like, I'm not gonna give it away, but like I have a pretty bad fall off of this trampoline thing on the water, so that's funny. You'll love that moment. Have you watched Ridiculousness since leaving the show? No, I have not. I never even watched it when I was on it. I feel weird about watching myself on TV. So I feel even more weird watching myself on the West Coast Hustle because I looked like the goblin version of myself while filming my show. So I just don't really like to watch myself on TV. I'm okay with watching myself in my music videos though, because I'm always looking really extra good in my music videos. So I can stand looking at myself when I'm like at my prettiest, you know what I mean? What is the biggest challenge of being a mom, and what is the best part of being a mom? Biggest challenge is the lack of sleep. I definitely am a big person about beauty rest. That is very important to me, and I've pretty much lost all of my beauty rest, so that's why the beauty's lacking these days. That's something I was not prepared for. Definitely you lose a lot of sleep, and for anybody who said there wasn't enough time in the day before having a child, you're gonna regret saying that once you have a kid, because once you have a kid, that's when there's not enough time in the day. But I love being a mommy. I would literally like never sleep to hang out with Bowie because she's the cutest. You were at Paris Hilton's iconic birthday party this year. What is your best memory from that night? Such a fun night. I love Paris. She's literally one of the coolest people ever. I don't know if people understand how cool she is in real life. Her party was so much fun. It was literally like more stars there than the freaking Oscars. Everybody showed out for her party, and it was fun getting to hang out with Megan Thee Stallion, taking a couple selfies with her. I love her. She told me I need to go back blonde. We'll see. In the first episode of the West Coast Hustle, you talk about how long you've known Nick Cannon. What's your reaction to seeing his family grow? I love Nick, such a nice guy. I actually auditioned for a show a long time ago that he was doing on Nickelodeon. That's how I met him. And he picked me for the role, but at the time I was doing Fantasy Factory and I couldn't do both. And so Nick joked with me years later that I picked the right thing. And he's just very supportive, and I'm super supportive of him. I love that he has kids with the coolest names ever. His kids all have such amazing names. He actually gave me a little shout out for Bowie's name. He's like, that's a cool name. And I'm like, says the guy who's named his kids like the coolest in the world. Love Nick Cannon, he's dope. Would you ever be a guest on Ridiculousness in the future? I actually was already a guest on Ridiculousness when I was on the show. It was an interesting episode. I don't know why. Like, I think Rob and Sterling thought it would be funny just for me to be the guest for the day, so I've already done that. Your friendship with Paris Hilton is so sweet. Do you ever have play dates with Bowie in Phoenix? So we haven't had a play date yet. Our babies have met at Paris's little boy at Phoenix's birthday. We're both super busy, and like, you know, she's on the Paris hustle, I'm on the West Coast hustle. You know what I mean? It's very hard to make time to hang out with friends and get the babies together when we're both trying to like be on our grind, out here catching flights for gigs. We have very similar lifestyles, but we are gonna get the babies together more. You never know, maybe like in the future we'll hook them up. That would be a great family for Bowie to marry into. What was the inspiration behind your daughter Bowie Breeze's name? So Dom and I actually came up with her middle name first. We loved the middle name Breeze. We just thought it was like a cool breeze, you know, it just sounds, I don't know, it sounds nice. And I was listening to the 70s radio station on Sirius like a lot. I don't know why, I was obsessed with 70s music while I was pregnant. And David Bowie would come on a lot, and one day it like hit me. I saw David Bowie playing and I'm like, I love David Bowie, I love his music. And I'm like, oh my gosh, Bowie Breeze, that's it. And Dom kind of like gave me a look like I approve, so I'm pretty much the one who named her. Have you ever posted something online that you regret? I think the only thing I regret from posting online is maybe responding to a hate comment. Waste of time. I've learned that you don't respond to the hate, you only respond to the positive, because when you respond to the haters, you get more. They just want attention. When you only respond to the positive, then you get more positive comments. So I regret all the times that I literally sat there like writing a paragraph, going off on somebody. Such a waste of my time. I don't know why I did that. We know you love the West Coast, but what is your biggest pet peeve about living there? Oh my gosh. You guys are gonna ask me why I even have West Coast in my name after I start listing all my pet peeves. The taxes, ridiculous. They suck. We're paying the highest taxes to have the dirtiest streets, all kinds of problems. It's just like, I don't even know where our tax money's going. I can't stand it. It's just like, and pollution, like, can we do something about the pollution? The weather there is so pretty, but then we got this smog, and it's just like, I just wanna see like the top of the buildings in the city, you know what I mean? There's a lot of problems with LA. We really need to do a whole, like maybe it'll be me, Chanel West Coast, who does something to get LA back to how it used to be, but like, I have a lot of pet peeves with LA, and there's like so many fake people too. If you're not from LA, stop acting crazy. Act like you're down to earth self from the little small town you came from, and stop with the Hollywood stuff. That's my biggest pet peeve. Oh, and we hate the traffic too, another pet peeve. I have so many pet peeves about the West Coast. I'm like, you guys are probably like, why is your name Chanel West Coast? You hate it there. Thank you guys so much for having me. I was having a great time answering all of these questions today, and I really hope that you love my new TV show, The West Coast Hustle. It's on MTV Thursday nights, 9 p.m. You can also watch it on live TV on Hulu, and the first 3 episodes are for free at mtv.com. Thank you guys so much for having me. See you later, page 6. Mwah.